If you've got a phone that shipped with Windows Phone 8.1 and is running Windows 10, you might want to think twice before using the Windows Device Recovery tool to roll it back, as some users are complaining that after doing so, they are unable to sign into a Microsoft account. This problem would also exist if you're already running 8.1 and do a factory reset of your phone through the software. Hearing these reports, we of course decided to try it out. We tested 2 phones. Yes, there is a limit of how many phones we'll render useless for you at once, one that would reset to Windows Phone 8.1 Update 2 and another that would reset to Windows 10 Mobile. More specifically, a Lumia 640 and a Lumia 550, respectively. Sure enough, the Lumia 640 wouldn't allow us to sign into a Microsoft account. When beginning the out-of-box experience, it asked for a sign-in for reset protection. This brought up the Microsoft account sign-in screen, and it even allowed us to enter a password, but once it's signed in, it couldn't connect to turn off reset protection. Then, when it wanted a Microsoft account to sign the phone in, it wouldn't even allow us to enter credentials. We were also unable to add an account later through settings. On the Lumia 550, everything worked just fine. We were able to turn off reset protection by signing into the Microsoft account, and then use that same account to sign into the phone and download apps from the store. We tested out a few other phones that are running older versions of the OS. Those all seem to function fine, as long as they're signed in already. None of these results are conclusive, as they don't prove that everyone is having the problem or that Microsoft is not allowing any more Windows Phone 8.1 devices to connect to an account. After all, Microsoft still sells a number of devices that run the OS out of the box, and there's even one, the BlueWin Junior LTE, that isn't even eligible for a Windows 10 mobile upgrade. Cricket Wireless is still selling a device that can't be upgraded as well, the Nokia Lumia 635. The big problem with not being able to sign into a Microsoft account on a Windows Phone 8.1 device is that it does render the handset pretty much useless. If you're on the Insider Preview and want to get back onto a stable build, the only way to do that is to go through the Windows Device Recovery tool, and for many devices, that leaves you with 8.1. Let's also not forget that Microsoft never actively pushed a Windows 10 mobile upgrade on users. You need to install an app from the Windows Store, such as Upgrade Advisor or Windows Insider, and you can't get those unless you're signed into an account. We've reached out to Microsoft to find out what exactly is going on here. Since it's still the weekend, we likely won't find out until tomorrow. Microsoft is going to launch its new, innovative and distinguished smartphone Ultimate Surface in 2017. The Microsoft chief executive Satya Nadella said that we will continue to be in the phone market not as defined by today's market leaders, but what is that we can uniquely do and what is the most ultimate mobile device. While talking to the Australian Financial Review, Nadella said that Microsoft is pursuing artificially intelligent cloud computing as aggressive market policy. He said that Microsoft has no hurry to rush for a competition with Apple and Samsung in the market. Pointing towards the indigenous ideas and innovative initiatives, Nadella said we don't want to be driven by just envy of what others have. The question is, what can we bring? That's where I look at any device form factor or any technology, even AI. Nadella was on a visit to Sydney where he addressed a conference of local developers. He said that the key to Microsoft's recent momentum is that he believes in bold initiatives and taking risks. He pointed to the 2-inch Surface Pro launch when it was hesitantly accepted, but now it has become a dream device. Although Nadella did not specify the launching and specifications, but he pointed towards artificial intelligence and cloud computing. It can be predicted that the new Ultimate Surface phone will have an edge of artificial intelligence and cloud technology upgrades, reports Forbes. The Ultimate Surface phone seems to be equipped with the inspiring features of Surface Pro 2-inch-1 series gadgets. That may include Surface Pro Design Touch, a 2-inch-1 phablet capability and advanced powerful RAM, CPU, storage and of course Microsoft indigenous operating system. What the most we can expect from Microsoft is their devices are user-friendly. Ultimate Surface phone is expected to be exceptional with innovative display and glamorous design. As consumers are expecting foldable smartphones with bendable screens in the near future, Ultimate Surface phone cannot ignore this credit with even traditional Microsoft touches.
Microsoft is said to be developing a Surface phone and also developing an upgraded version of the Surface Pro 4, the Surface Pro 5. Tech enthusiasts are divided in their opinion as to when the two highly anticipated devices will be released. While some believe they will be unveiled in March, others think it's April. Earlier it was reported that the Surface Pro 5 will be released in the first quarter of 2017 and since then has been subjected to a lot of speculation. According to Tech Times, the Microsoft Surface Pro 5 is rumored to sport an Intel 7th generation Kaby Lake processor. The device is expected to come out in 3 processor variants, namely, Core M, Dual Core, Core i5, Dual Core with 2 threads, and Core i7, Quad Core with 8 threads. Higher processor speeds and better battery life are two highly anticipated boosts fans are expecting in the Surface Pro 5. A 12.5-inch 4K screen is also expected in the device that will offer 3D support at 60 FPS. Microsoft may also drop the Super AMOLED screens in favor of an IPS Touch one. The device may run on the Windows 10 Redmond 3 version. Storage versions of 16GB and 32GB are expected. The Surface Pro 5 will likely support 512GB to 1TB storage SSD. Microsoft is also expected to severely enhance Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and camera of Surface Pro 5. A fingerprint scanner and trackpad may be incorporated into the device. It may also have an upgraded Surface Pen. This stylus could have a rechargeable battery capable of being recharged wirelessly when docked into the tablet. Microsoft may be waiting for the Kaby Lake processor to be implemented. Hence, the Microsoft Surface Pro 5 release date may be pushed back further. The starting price of the device could be $899 1,200 Australian. Apple's MacBook Pro laptops failed to get a recommended rating from Consumer Reports earlier, but it didn't take long for the magazine to reverse course and give a thumbs up. On Thursday, the magazine said the latest versions of Apple's MacBook Pro laptops now fall well within the recommended range, according to Fortune. A software bug to blame. Consumer Reports' original opinion regarding the laptop came out in December when it said that it wouldn't recommend the new laptop. This was because in its test, the magazine found that the laptops failed to live up to Apple's claims of a 10-hour battery life. To make it worse, testing at times showed that the batteries lasted for just 4 hours, notes Fortune. It was the first time in Apple's history that one of its laptops failed to get a recommendation from Consumer Reports. Following this, Apple Senior Vice President Phil Schiller said that Apple was working with the Consumer Reports to understand their battery tests, as their tests yielded results that are different from those Apple conducted itself. Apple said earlier this week that it discovered a software bug which could be the reason Consumer Reports was getting incorrect results. The magazine used a hidden Safari setting to develop websites to test the batteries, and this triggered the software bug, said Apple. After this, the magazine was prompted to try again. It now says that all of Apple's new laptops run for a minimum of 15.75 hours on a single charge. Apple laptops OK after retest. Consumer Reports said about the recent retest, "The process we followed with Apple is the same process we follow with any manufacturer when we discover a significant problem. We shared our test results with the company so it could better understand our findings and deliver a fix to consumers. Since Apple made a fix, we retested the laptops." According to Consumer Reports, Apple has fixed the bug, and the patch will be released in few weeks as part of a broader software update available to all MacBook Pro users. It is said that the bug affects only Safari developer mode, and hence, it is not clear if it was a matter of concern for everyday users.